Hello, my name is Mavrin. I'm from Ukraine and the theme of my work is improved device for mechanical cleaning the water surface from oil products. The topic is relevant because today in the world accidents of tankers transporting oil products or on oil platforms quite often happen. As a result, every year up to 10 million tons of raw materials get into the water and cover the surface of water area, creating an ecological disaster. A thin layer of oil product does not let sunlight and oxygen into the water. Because of this, plants cannot conduct the process of photosynthesis. Animals cannot get oxygen, neither from air nor from algae. In this way, spillage of raw materials endangers the diets of all flora and fauna, disrupting the food chain, and also in the region can start drought because water cannot evaporate. To prevent an environmental disaster, after spilling the oil product, first of all, it must be localized, and then, using different methods, clean the water surface. Methods are divided into three main groups. Mechanical ones are able to collect raw materials very quickly, but only about 90%. Physico-chemical are able to collect a bigger percentage, but more slowly, of oil, which will require additional processing. Biological methods can collect almost all the oil, but much slower, but will lose all the oil. Therefore, several methods are usually used at the same time to collect as much oil as possible and as quickly as possible, at the same time save it for faster use. So, in my work, I propose to use an improved device for cleaning the surface of water areas by a mechanical method, the diagram of which is presented on this slide. The difference from the existing device is that the frame is located at an angle to the water instead of parallel to the water, and also in the using not the usual two-surface porous stripe, but a single surface in the form of a Möbius stripe. The principle of work is the same. When the device is connected to a power source, the rotating drums begin to rotate the strip that brings the oil product with a certain amount of water, and the means for cleaning them presses the stripe, as a result of which liquids fall into the collection container. In order to increase the efficiency of the device, we created an improved device with a variable angle of inclination of the frame, on which the rotating drums are fixed, and created porous hydrophobic ordinary and Möbius stripes from foam rubber, and conducted experiments. 2 liters of water and 90 grams of oil were poured into a container with an area of 400 square centimeters, which you can see in the photo on the left. After which, using the device, we collected all oil from the surface of the water, which can be seen from the photo on the right. First, we collected the oil with a Möbius stripe until the surface of water was completely cleared, which took about 10 seconds. After that, we repeated the experiments but already with an ordinary stripe, which also worked for 10 seconds, but did not have time to collect all the oil, since only one of the two surfaces collected oil and contacted with a means of cleaning the liquid in the collecting container. In the presented photos, you can see how much every stripe collected oil with water. Using the variable angle of inclination of the frame, we can move the stripe to the collection container through the top, which means through straight area, as in the past experiments, or through the bottom, which means through the twisted section of the Möbius stripe. In the second case, centrifugal force acts on liquids and throws water down, and the oil will remain because has 10 times greater viscosity. In this way, the percentage of water in the collected mixture can be reduced. The results are that the improved device collected almost 92% of the oil, 82 grams from 90 grams. The Möbius stripe is 78% more efficient than a two-surface stripe, and by moving liquids through the twisted section of the stripe, we can reduce the amount of water by 57%. Conclusions. Preservation of the properties of oil products. Increasing the life period of the porous stripe. Using device even in the presence of waves of the water, because we can use variable angle. Reduction of the cost of using the device, container transportation, mixture dewatering. And the main conclusion is that the improved device is more efficient and can reduce the impact of an environmental disaster. Thank you for your attention.